Hello everybody, welcome back. It is me, your old pal Orpheus, with another adventure here on Orpheus Plays. We're playing Blade and Sorcery today. We're on the PC version, and we're in the marketplace with survival mode. That's right. And today I'm going to tell you a story about me. I used to be a hunter, right? I used to go hunting, and we went duck hunting this one time. And, you know, I'll get to it in a second. Anyway, I hope you're doing well wherever you are today. Whether it is day or night, or you got a bunch of weird targets everywhere. Why is it targeting so far away? Anyway, hi, how you doing? So let's get things kicked off right here. We have a little tiny warhammer. It's so cute. We have a reinforced cudgel, which is a bat with a hat. And we have the winged spear. I think I want the winged spear. So let's get that going. I'm trying to hold the trigger to skip, and it doesn't let me do it. I don't know why it puts it there. Anyway. Good day for murder. Let's get things kicked off. First traditional slow motion kill of the day. And we go like this. And we lift her up in the air. And we catch her. And we throw her again. And we catch her. And we take her like that. Okay, so that out of the way. Do a little bit more abuse to these NPCs. And throw him up in the air. Let's see, can I catch him? Can I catch him? Yes, I can. Oh, and I gave him a little leg fly there. Woo! So, like I said before we started here, I used to. My family is big hunting family. Okay, like big hunting family. They used to. When I was a part of my family, I no longer am. I completely walked away from my family about 20 years ago, give or take. And so, big hunting family, lots of hunting rifles, right? And had a hunting ranch that we used to go to, and had a lot of, all of our friends hunted. Had dead things mounted on the walls. Now, if that's your thing still, I got no problem with it. I'm just saying, for me, looking back, I'm just like, oh, man. The way that we did it, that was slick. The way that we did it was like, it was total privilege a lot of the time. Yes, we went to a hunting ranch, and, it was a hunting lodge, a bunch of people, but it was all people that made like, $500,000 or more a year. So it wasn't like, a bunch of... And the thing that was hilarious is they would all basically pretend to be like, bro dudes. So all these executives and real estate agents and stuff would stop shaving. And like, they'd only shower about once a week. They want to keep their stink on so the deer don't smell. It's like, oh, come on, man. You're just taking a break from hygiene here. Anyway, it was funny to see all those guys like trying to pretend to be tough. It was like, okay. So anyway, my family, big hunting family. And we would go out in the woods and do deer hunting and duck hunting and beaver hunting and all sorts of stuff like that. And so we would get invited occasionally by business friends of my dad to go to like their hunting retreats or what, I don't even know what they were. It was weird. You know what? This isn't gonna cut it. Sorry for the terrible pun. Aragorn's sword. Aragorn. So this one time we got invited to go to a hunting lodge in Wisconsin. This guy was a big, what was he? I think he did international real estate. Anyway, he was loaded, right? This guy, like, just his hunting ranch was, let me count them in my head real quick. It was 2 stories, and on the bottom level, there were 7 rooms. On the top level, there were 8 rooms, and they were all completely furnished, and like sheepskin rugs on the floor, and like it was just amazing. Each of them had a TV, and they had a fully stocked bathroom and everything. They had clothes, so you'd give them your size before you got there, and they would fill your closet. They would fill your closet with hunting clothes that were your size. This was absurd, right? Like it was almost like a professional thing. but it wasn't professional. This guy just like really enjoyed hunting and really enjoyed sharing it with his friends. And so he flew us out on this. Oh, yes! Look at that! He flew us out on a private jet, 2 in a row. Flew us out on a private jet. It was like each of us had our own leather seat that was, you know, like 6 seats on each side. That was amazing. That flight was really nice. That little tiny jet. Ooh. So we'd get there, and this guy was really nice. But you could tell he like had no conceptuality of what what value things had anymore. Like, you know, this was ridiculous. And so the day of the first hunt comes, and we went and did a pheasant hunt, which was kind of cool. Like, but it was one of those pheasant hunts where they go and they place the pheasant first, right? So they have a person that goes out and they'll have a bunch of cages and a bunch of pheasants, and they'll put them like in different places. They'll hide them under bushes and everything, and they keep their head tucked under their wing, and that keeps them like asleep basically, so they're calm. And then we had hunting dogs, and the hunting dogs would go out and, like, you know, point to them and say, you know, there's the pheasant, and you'd go and you'd scare them up, and they'd fly, and you'd, right? That always seemed a little weak to me, right? That always seemed a little bit like, oh, come on, like, that's not fair. It's almost like corralling deer, like putting a deer in a corral and then going out and shooting them. Be like, I got another one this year. Like, no, you didn't. Anyway, so we went pheasant hunting the first day. It snowed and was 65 degrees within 4 hours of the hunt. That was really awkward because we were wearing full hunting gear because it was really cold, and then there was a heat wave that came through. Like, we got all this hunting gear on. So this guy, like, when you went in there, you got all your clothes and everything, he'd go, come on, we got to choose the guns for today. He had a gun room with everything conceivable, all the way up to light machine guns, right? Like full automatic light machine guns. And he took us out to shoot those and stuff. But you'd go, okay, well, we're going whatever hunting, and he would open up the room and go, you know, choose, right? And he had some crazy stuff on these guns, like, you know, night scopes and like full auto 22s and stuff like that. So, you know, okay, well, today we're going to go duck hunting. Meow! So today we're going to go duck hunting. And so we got our shotguns. It was nice and early in the morning. We got our, back at you. We got our duck calls and everything and got ready. We went out to, this guy had a blind. A duck blind. You know, if you've seen, what is that? Duck hunt, whatever. Those guys that make the deer calls, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so we went out there and we're in a duck blind. Ooh, nice. And we're sitting there, and you know, like, you know, the normal thing, you'd go with the duck call and go, wah. Let me do that again. Wah, you know, like you'd do that, and the ducks would fly over. You'd call them, and they'd come in, and they'd land, and on the way, you kind of, right? So, about an hour and a half in, we had plenty of ducks. The dog is going out to get them. And we have another flock just like this that comes over and, you know, do the duck call. And they start circling. And we start banging away. Boom, boom, boom. And they start dropping out of the sky. And the dog is going to get them. And suddenly, one of them hits the water. And it's one that I shot because I was the last one to fire. It was the last one to fall out of the air. And so it comes down, it falls into the water, splash, right? And my dad and my brother and this guy are like, yeah, you know, nice job, you got one. Nice job, Orpheus. And suddenly this bird, this duck that was, you know, just kind of flopped over in the water, suddenly flops upright. Just like, you know, completely like it was a toy that you knocked over, and it took a second and it just popped back upright. The wings weren't spread out anymore. It didn't look like it was messed up anymore. It suddenly flopped upright and just, you know, looked like a rubber duck in the water. And so that was freaking us out a little bit. We're like, oh no, it got up. It's still alive, right? And suddenly it starts quacking. And I mean, it's just whack, 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 whack. And it turns and it starts coming towards us. And it's quacking and it's quacking and it's coming towards us. And suddenly we're freaking out because this thing is going mack, 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 and coming straight at us. And so we do the only thing that a sensible group of mature adults could do, which was start firing wildly into the water, which was just... We completely missed. It was panic firing. So it was like, bang, 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 shotgun, bang, bang. Finally, one of us got it. Now, this is, it's a hunting story. So, I mean, I'm sorry. But, if you're a hunter or if you're watching this, you're probably okay with hunting. Probably. I mean, we ate everything we shot. They gave us a big bag of the processed meat at the end of the hunt and everything. Whether you got deer or pheasant or whatever, duck, they would process it for you, and it'd be ready before you left. And so we ate everything. It's not like we just went out for sport hunting or anything. We weren't hunting lions or anything. So we had to like put this thing down as it's attacking us. And so I was freaking out after this. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, because I never actually shot and killed a deer. Like in 17 years of hunting or whatever, I never ever shot a deer. And it's not because I'm a terrible shot, it's because I chose never to shoot a deer. I didn't want to get arm deep in an animal, right? When you kill it, and that's easy, but like you gotta go over there and like chop it up and like do things like treat it like a tauntaun, right? I don't want to do that. So I'm not really used to killing anything, and so I'm mildly freaking out. So we get back to the lodge. And we're all just kind of watching TV in the common room. And a commercial comes on between, the programs for toilet duck cleaner. And it was one of the cute little ducks that was going around inside the toilet going whack, 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 whack. And I started crying. I was like, you gotta get perspective on this. I was like 17, 18, something like that. And I'm just sitting there, just going. And my dad's looking over like I've completely lost my mind. Everyone's just like, Orpheus, you okay? And I'm like, I'll be right back. I went to my room and just kind of quietly sat there, and I was like, oh, goddamn, the toilet duck. So anyway, that's my little story about the demon duck hunting and how a simple commercial made me feel so much guilt. It was crazy. I never went hunting again after that. Maybe coincidentally or maybe on purpose. No, I went hunting out deer hunting, but I never shot anything after that. I think I went hunting like maybe 3 or 4 times after that. But I never killed anything except for that duck. Again, though, it's kind of like oh no, it's kind of like I could plausible deniability on most of it, but taking that last one down, that was definitely me. Ooh. Anyway, so we will see you in the next one. Do good, be good, and treat yourself well because you absolutely deserve it. We'll see you again in the next one. Bye!